Welcome back. We have Siobhan Richmond-Justice joining us from Nature's Fair for our monthly checkup on our health. It's great to have you back.
Great to be back.
Yes, and we're talking about back to school. It's still hard for me to grasp that, as it is for many of us out there as parents. But taking supplements, something you should always do. Back to school, big time of change, probably a good time to check in.
Yes, yeah, and a lot of people, I find people are starting to come in now. They're like, I really haven't been doing anything over the summer. I'm kind of, you've been away.
Yeah.
You're getting back into that routine, and especially with school comes a whole new host of challenges for not just our kids, but also us as well.
That's right, and you can't go without saying as well that kids pick up all kinds of stuff at school. It's good to keep your immune system as primed as you can.
Yes,
right?
Definitely.
So, having said that, on the table we have 4 groups of different supplements. We're going to focus in on the first group, so tell us about that.
All right, that is exactly what we're talking about, is immune health with this first group. So of course we've got some different kinds of vitamin C. There's one in the weird little tube there that's sort of the gummy vitamin C, really good for younger kids or kids that, maybe are still developing their adult teeth or that kind of thing.
Okay.
So they're a little bit softer, getting 250 milligrams of vitamin C in there. We also have the harder chewables, which honestly, I'm gonna be really honest, half the people that buy them are probably adults.
Is that right?
Yeah. There's so many adults that are like, I don't really want to swallow a giant capsule, so they take the kids ones, which is totally fine. They just have to take a couple of them.
Okay.
But excellent for helping to fight off anything your kids are bringing home from, whether it's school or daycare.
Yes.
I find daycare is a big one. People,
huge.
Especially as their kids are new to daycare, just, that onslaught of all the germs. Yeah.
And then colostrum.
Yes, so colostrum, good for, again, the whole family. We have it in the yellow bottle there is lozenges. They're actually like a strawberry flavor, so they kind of taste like a strawberry milkshake.
Yes.
Or there's powder that you can add to smoothies if you do smoothies. You can also add it to things like cereals or yogurts. It doesn't really have a flavor.
And what does colostrum do? Because I know this is what is found in breast milk as well.
Yes,
right?
So it's found in the first milk produced by any mammal, really. But we think of it as giving our babies, when we breastfeed for the first time, their sort of immune system. It's really rich in immune growth factors. So especially for kids who sort of are chronically sick, they get one thing, they get over it, they've got another thing.
Sure.
Really good for sort of almost resetting their immune system.
Okay,
and
awesome.
just sort of getting everything back to where it needs to be.
Fantastic. Yes. Okay, and then we move into the second group, omega.
Yes. So fish oils again. Here there's a fish source as well as a vegetarian source, but what I really like about these guys is that they're high in the omega-3 known as EPA, which is one of the components of omega-3, but really good for helping with focus and concentration. So we see really excellent results for people, both kids and adults, who have trouble concentrating, and especially for children who might be sort of on the ADD, ADHD sort of side of things.
Yes.
Really excellent for helping to allow them to focus just a little bit better.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes.
And then we're moving into, it looks like brain food.
Yes, so these also really good for memory and concentration, more geared to, say, high school aged kids or university students as well. The capsules, the MycoBrain there, that one's really great because not only does it have lion's mane mushroom, which is really good for helping to convert short term, so the memory that we're sort of, whatever we're looking at right now, whatever we're reading, into long-term stored memory, so that when you're in that test, you can recall it.
Okay.
It also has things like reishi mushroom, which are good for helping you to cope with stress. And then the liquid is another way to take the lion's mane. That one you can just take right under the tongue. You can throw it. There are some people that even throw it in their coffee in the morning.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Just gets you up to a snuff, does it?
Exactly.
Okay, and then mental calmness. I like this next one, the stress relax stuff.
Yes, this is all geared towards stress relief. So the rescue remedy, the mental calm, really good for helping with a very calm focus. Good for kids if they're nervous about, are they transitioning from preschool into kindergarten? Good for them. Are you transitioning from elementary school perhaps into high school? A lot of kids find that they just are a little bit nervous about that change.
Sure.
So really excellent ways, and they're all fast acting. The mental calmness is a chewable. That one also really good for adults, especially if you are feeling any anxiety with, you know, your kids going back to school,
Sure.
back to daycare. That really good for helping with that, and non-drowsy, so you can take it any time of the day.
Awesome. These are great little incentives to think about. And as you mentioned, Siobhan, so many of us get off the normal track of what we're used to doing, and including all of our vitamins and supplements, to sort of let it go. You go on vacation, time to get back into the routine. So
exactly, and it's really good to start, especially for like the memory stuff or the immune health. Good to start sort of now or in the next week or so that your immune system's built up and ready to go by the time school starts.
Good call. All right, Siobhan, thank you for being here today. Much appreciated.
Thanks so much.
Nature's Fair, of course, you can find them on Summit Drive. A phone number and website on the screen. We're back after a quick break.